Long before Didi Gregorius took over at shortstop for Derek Jeter, he began his journey to the bigs on the island of Curacao, a Dutch Caribbean island known for its beaches, expansive coral reefs, and pastel-colored colonial architecture. The island has produced only a handful of major league players, including Andrew Jones, Jurickson Profar, Andrelton Simmons, and of course, Gregorius. Didi's grandfather was a pitcher, as were his father and brother. His mother was a member of the Dutch national softball team. Baseball is in his blood. In the off-season, we visited the hard-working and charismatic Yankee shortstop to not only see how he prepares for a new season, but also to spend a day in his life.
Been coming to this field since I was 16 before I signed. For me, it's just amazing to come back here, to practice with all these guys that were here. And the change that they got on the field, because it was all dirt, get bad hops, hit in the face and all those things, so it makes you stay on your toes. So that's what helped me too when I made my transition all the way to the big leagues.
The off-season is the time when Didi looks to gain an edge over the competition. He spends 3 mornings a week fielding grounders and hitting in the cage to become the best version of himself possible.
You get some guys from college and high school here, and mostly the pro guys too. So everybody that comes here, we practice in December. Then you see like more of the guys here, and then when the year comes around, January and February, to see guys already leaving. So, but it's good just to see everybody that comes back here. It's where everything started. I always play second. I actually played short for the first time when I was 16. So I played second and pitcher, and most teams wanted me as a pitcher, but I didn't want to be a pitcher. I wanted to play every day. So I was 16, I was playing at guys who were like 25 and up. And I also played with my dad on the same team. They made me play at least 1 year to get that experience before I make my decision if I want to sign or not. So, and I think that's what got me a little bit more mature, like make me anticipate more stuff during the game. That's what kind of helped me too. So I waited until I finished high school, and that's when the Reds came and asked me if I'm ready to go to the States if I sign. I was like, yeah, why not?
The journey to the majors certainly wasn't easy, but his uncle, who has known Didi his entire life, easily saw his nephew's passion for the game of baseball.
It's like a dream is coming true, because I know him since he's a kid. So I saw him always playing the baseball. And I think that's key in every sport, because if you love playing and doing what you do, maybe you can come as far as he does now.
This is my place where I grew up most of my lifetime. I wanted to show you guys inside, but it's under construction. We're building everything around here, and the cage is halfway done, so I can at least show you guys the cage. Since everything's in here, the cage is almost done. Need windows, I need to do doors and everything in there. And behind you, some of my arts that I got going on right now in here, spray paint. I'll come in here, get the drills going. I got a small machine which is in the bucket right now. It gives me some side toss and front toss, whatever I want. So that's what I do here when I can't go to practice on Tuesday and Thursday.
Didi escapes the physical grind with hobbies that are both liberating and relaxing. His passion for art is evident, but he also enjoys seeing the world through a lens 400 feet off the ground.
It's amazing just the different angles and stuff you see while the drone is actually up there. Or when I walk in the woods behind my house and stand by the cliff and you see how steep and everything it is. So it's great.
For me, he's just gifted because he had his ups and downs with baseball because he did swimming, soccer, basketball. He was doing all kind of sports, so I told him he needed to choose. When he was really in the little league, he chose to do only baseball. Not because he's my son, but to me, he had something special. I wasn't thinking about major leagues, never. So for now to see them, you know, in the major, it's like, wow, it's special.
Because when we were young, it's always Henry Jones here, and whenever he gets here, and all the kids we were going crazy. You know, he helped us out, doing everything for us. So now that I'm in that spot, I remember when I was young, so I'm trying to do. We are all trying to do the same thing back. So you're always gonna give back. It's just they don't see like, oh, he was here and he forgot about the island. He comes back every year to do the clinic for the kids. So that's huge for me and for the kids.
And what better way to give back than outfitting his father's Little League team with Yankees gear and equipment?
I think the question you have to ask them, they are happy for him. I'm happy for him too, because he do something charity for us. And they call themselves Didi. So they want to be just like Didi. They want to shortstop and second base. But some of them are proud of him. He makes his steps, and then he finished now in Yankees. I'm so proud of him.
As the sun begins to set on this beautiful island, most would call it a day, but not Didi.
First, I saw that Jeter is getting, I don't want to use this word, older. To fill that place, Yankees needed someone with range abilities. I told him, hey, man, you have all the characteristics to become a Yankee shortstop. That was 3.5 years ago. I said, man, one day you're going to play for the Yankees. He stood watching me. I said, hey, this guy must be crazy. But what happened? There he is.
First thing I'll say is just to follow Jeter's footsteps was amazing because, you know, just to see how he played for 20 years. He's an icon there. Nobody's going to replace him. But I was honored to be after him, and, you know, it was great for me just to be there, putting the pinstripes on.
The excitement quickly turned to angst as Gregorius struggled in his first month as a Yankee.
Try to do too much, doing stuff out of my range, try to be perfect when nobody can be perfect. And like A-Rod said, hey, just relax. It's going to take a time for you to get everything done under control, and then you're going to take off. May, I think that's when everything started building up, and started getting more, like, get to know the pitches a little bit better, what they're trying to do with you every time you're going up to bat. So that's what helped me too. Start laying off of some pitches, what they try to do, throw to me most of the time. And that's what kind of helped me, trying to imagine the zone, and this where you want the ball to be.
He's got a career-high 4 hits tonight. And what does tomorrow bring for Didi Gregorius?
As a team, want to get the ring. That's what I'm going to say that every year. That's the main goal. That's what we play for. And for me, I'm just trying to set new goals, trying to get better. So offensively and defensively, and be an even better teammate.
Didi strives to improve every aspect of his game. His work ethic and dedication make it easy to root for the shortstop from this unique island in the Caribbean.
Finito.